Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Gazi and this is Chat with Gazi. Please, if you're here to subscribe, kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I post any new video. Now let's get right into it. This Fina's new body is bodying people are saying is tummy talking she did. Some people are saying no, it cannot be that it takes a lot of time to actually heal. Me, I don't know. Whatever she did, it is sha working. Well, still on Fina, so she tweeted this and she said, "You fit dey hold evidence, make you still dey explain." I don't know why this posts. I have no idea. Please, if you know, let me know in the comment section below. She also tweeted this and she was like, "I want to have a proper good time. Which club we're clubbing in?" And this person replied her and said, "You should be planning on raising children instead of clubbing. GF1, grand finale is not bad though." And she replied, "Okay, my ancestors." If not be ancestor you be, you know, for the talk nonsense, because e dey im own. E say e wan club, you decide to tell am wetin im is supposed to do with im time. I told you guys in the last real video that I did that Kosi's birthday was on that particular day. So her Facebook Kosi Reigns, they gifted her with 10,000 rands, yes, and flowers with some other gifts. So congratulations, Kosi, wishing you all the very best. James Brown tweeted saying that the most beautiful BBN Ninja housemate this season is Angel. Do you agree with this? Let me know in the comment section below. I saw this and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? This person came and said, "Congratulations, Alex," like just basically congratulating Alex for winning the show ahead of time, and saying that Soma is the first runner-up, Ilebaye second, Mercy third, Crossford, Angel fifth, and then Sisi disqualified. And I'm like, okay, wahala not too much like this. Well, Fraud's people, they put out a statement. So they said, "We would like to address recent false narratives that has surfaced concerning Fraud. It has come to our attention that some media outlets have been spreading misinformation about Fraud's actions and behavior during this time with his fellow housemates. We feel it is important to set the record straight and ensure that accurate information is being conveyed. First and foremost, Frodd is an entertainer and his actions within the context of the game should not be taken out of context or fictionalized to create an inadequate portrayal of his character. Frodd's interaction, including dancing, partying, and having fun with his housemates, are all part of his profession and public personnel. These actions are meant to entertain and engage his audience, and they should not be misconstrued as a reflection of his marital commitment. Just as actors immerse themselves in roles that may differ from their own values and beliefs, Frodd as an entertainer might engage in activities that align with his game in the house but do not define his personal life. His commitment to his wife remains steadfast, and his actions within the entertainment space should not be extrapolated to cast doubt on his marital integrity. We urge the public and media outlets to refrain from spreading baseless and false narratives about Fraud's personal life. Let us celebrate Fraud's talent and his entertaining moments in the house without unfair tainting his character or involving his family in unfounded conversations. In conclusion, Frodd deserves to be judged on the basis of his talent, professionalism, and actual commitment to winning the game. We kindly request that everyone refrain from engaging in harmful speculations and instead focus on supporting the positive aspect of his game in the house. Dear Fraud Nation, we encourage you to desist from engaging in toxic fan wars. Remember, Fraud Nation is not a toxic fan base and will never be. Make Fraud proud by maintaining a calm demeanor until this phases out. Thank you for your understanding and cooperation. We love you, management. Now, when I read this, I was like, I don't understand. Okay, because of that dancing stuff with Messi. But people are just saying the truth. If it was Messi that was married, people would have bashed her for doing that. Like, bashed her for dancing like that or rocking someone like that. But because it's him, he's the one that is married. That's why people did not really bash him. Look at Tega and Boma now. Let's be fair. That's what happened. Then he also made a statement about Angel that if they were not in the house and cameras were not there, Angel for Colette. And the way it sounded more of like sexually. So people inferred what they referred based on his actions and all. It's not like people just want to talk. He's the one making people talk. Still on Frodd, so his wife gave birth today. Yes, she gave birth to a bouncing baby girl, and Big Brother informed Frodd after the whole tax presentation and all. And you know now, Frodd can cry for Africa. Frodd was crying. He went to the room to be by himself. He knelt down, took his Bible and his rosary, and prayed. And it was just an emotional moment, basically, which later he shared with the house, and they were happy for him and they started singing and dancing. Now, let's talk about the wager. So, the wager happened, and Big Brother gave flowers to those that were deserving, which Frodd was one of them. Yes, Big Brother commended him for his acting skills as what he was to portray, which was the proud and arrogant king, actually came through. He also commended White Money for his native doctor role that he did because he embodied it well. He also commended Ilebaye, yes, as she embodied the whole priestess role that she did very well. Now the whole Parrot thing came alive today again. So the Parrot exposed. The first conversation was between Seyi and Ike, yes, and they were talking about how Parrot and Kid are trying to turn people against each other, that they want to take out all the ships, and they're trying to turn Soma and Angel against themselves. They're trying to take out the ships, which are Ade and Venita, then Soma and Angel. And the way they are looking at things, so even the Parrot now and Kid that are doing this thing, the Parrot seem to be entering a ship with Alex, and if he then succeed, he will be the only one in a ship in the house by the time he successfully chases all this other ship outside the house. And so people would now focus on him, so the limelight, according for shipping, would now be solely on him. My brothers and sisters, nobody agreed that they said it. Oh, everybody is denying. Whereas the people that had that conversation were Seyi and Ike. Well, the Parrot also went further to talk about a conversation that where someone was saying that they have noticed that Angel can be very disrespectful, that she's a sweet girl, but she's a sweet girl with bad behavior. Yes, that she likes to behave like madam and baby. Now, this conversation, nobody agreed to saying it too. However, this conversation was made by this conversation was between Mercy and Frodd. It was Mercy that said this to Frodd. So all the things the Parrot said this night, nobody agreed to saying it. Though some people suspect some other people, but nobody have outrightly come to say, okay, oh, they are the ones that said it. Sorry, na so I take jump wager without even telling you whether they won or not. Well, Big Brother made their minimum wager or stake for the wager today to be 200 BB coins. Yes, and Big Brother told them that he will score them fairly on the scripts that they produce. He will score them fairly on their stage performance. However, for their shots that shooting the movie, that they did not complete the script, so that's an outright fail. Yes, and that they know that the wager was divided into these three categories. Well, in the long run, Big Brother told them that they had failed their wager. Yes, but however, he was in a good mood, and he has a surprise for them. Now, when they went into the house after the whole Parrot saga, that was when Big Brother now told them that the storeroom was open. And when they opened the storeroom, it was just basically goodies: popcorn, pizza, small chops, a lot of goodies for them to eat. And they were so excited. Ike gathered all of them to the lounge. Yes, and while they were there, Ike was calling them one by one to take one piece of the pizza, and that was when Mercy and Ike went at each other. Yes, so apparently Mercy took one and wanted to take a second one. I told you guys earlier on that Frodd received the news of his child, so he was, as at that time, he was still in the room in his feelings and all that. The housemates have not known yet that he had gotten the good news. So not being there, Mercy claimed later that she was taking that pizza for Frodd. Ike did not know this and did not even care to know, if I'm to be honest. Ike just felt like she shouldn't be taking double when other people seated there had not taken. And that was when they went at each other, like as if no, they get each other for mine before. They went at each other pretty hard. Yes, and it was a thing of certain message. They tell and say that was why they lost their wager, that he's always acting like a mental case and all. And him is like, you should not be taking more when other people have not taken. Well, for me, two of them went at each other, so it's 1-1. Nobody win. It's 1-1. They sure went at each other over the food, and Mercy was so upset because according to her, she does not eat pizza. And Ike was like, "So if you don't eat pizza, then give Frodd your own now." And she was like, no, she won't do that. Frodd sure came and he took his pizza at the end of the day. Lest I forget, when they stepped in, so they realized, because earlier on in my short videos, I told you guys that the housemates were already stocking food. They were hiding food. Yes, they were doing food heist. Big Brother brought out all the food that they had hidden and kept them on top of the dining table. So the housemates came back, meeting them, and started enjoying the food. They started enjoying the food. Whereas for the Parrot situation, Venita was like telling Adekule that, baby, they want to unship us. I'm like, hey, you go fear baby now. Then she started telling whoever said it that she's thanking them for the Parrot highlights, because every time the Parrot comes up, her name is being mentioned. As for Angel said for her, all the guys, they can gossip. For Sissy said, if you don't come out, if you are the one that have said all these things that the Parrot is saying, and you don't come out, all these things, when the Parrots say them, you don't come out, people will definitely be dragging you on Twitter and calling you coward and the rest of it. For Adekule said, that it's not because the Parrot have not played your own, no mean say you no talk. It doesn't mean you've not said anything because the Parrot have not played your own. This one that everybody voice loud today. When they can't play your own, you'll come quiet. And for Angel was like that. She shall giving the person 24 hours to tell her that he's the one that said what was said about her. If not, when they go outside and she sees it, I'm like, what will you do? Yeah, what will you go do? Let me not end this video without telling you guys that Frodd named his child on air. Yes, and he was like his wife should forgive him, but he just has to do this. So he named his baby girl Elena Adora Chioma Okoye. Yes, Chioma is his wife's name, so he's saying the girl is going to get his wife's name. Okoye is his own name. Elena and Adora because she was brought to the limelight even before she was born. That's why he gave her that name. And according to him, when he was acting during the wager, he was in a trance, and he acted all through in his emotions because he was already feeling like something was happening, and it was that period, according to him, that his wife gave birth, so he was sensing it. Doyin the therapist is back, yes, because she had a session with Ike where she was telling him that if he needs to talk to someone, that he can, even if he does not want to talk to any of the housemates, he can talk to Big Brother to get him someone that he can talk to. That the stress, they've been stressed, so all of them are acting up based on their stress, and it's affecting them psychologically. However, that he should know that whatever Messi said about him being head of house and losing the wager and all that, he should know it's not his fault and all. And he's like, no, that everybody will keep saying that it's his fault and all that serere. So she's just trying to tell him, you need to talk to someone. Basically, the talk is, you need to talk to someone so you know what's up with you, get a help if necessary, so that you stop snapping at people. Also, you are not the reason why we lost the wager. It's not your fault we lost the wager. And at the end of the day, they just hugged whatever issue they were having off. So this morning, Parrot was talking to Ike about how he feels like Venita and Adekunle are going to end up like Emma Rose. And I'm like, Parrot, what is your own? You won't allow them. Then Venita was crying and venting to Ike about how Ike was coming for her and how Ike was siding Neo and coming at her, knowing fully well that Neo is coming at her and she doesn't even know why. And she can stand up against anybody, but she doesn't want to do that against Neo. So that's all I have for you guys on this video. Please forget to subscribe. Kindly click on the subscription button. Click on the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I post any new video. Bye guys.